feeling good. Day as usual, building the enterprise.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah. I'm good. Just
Yeah.
had a hectic day, but I'm okay.
Yeah. No problem. My side, the team is gone. I still work until 9. Yeah. Yeah.
Until 9.
Yeah, 9 to 9. 9 to 9.
Yo. So thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's not every time you get to interview the people who inspire you. So I'm honored.
It shows you are on the right direction and you're going higher. People won't understand it until you are there.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So I'm guessing the viewers would like to know who is Mr. Banks and what does he do?
I'm coming from humble beginning. I'm coming from Louis Richard. I don't know what I can say, but I had big dreams. I used to dream big. I had people who used to say, you have international dreams, and laugh. They were right, but I didn't know why they were laughing. You know what I mean? I went to study University of Pretoria. From my high school, I'm the only one who went to University of Pretoria. Everyone else came after me. So you can understand I've been setting trends from the beginning.
Yeah.
And what I've learned about myself now is I don't have to wait for people to catch up. I just need to keep increasing the bar. So I am ambitious. I love projecting and thinking and pioneering. And I'm running analytics advertising. Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. So when did your journey as an entrepreneur begin?
It began at Louis Richard when I was 10. I was selling at a train station. I used to sell in front of Spa because Louis Richard is a town, right? I was fortunate. My father was able to put us in this nice, beautiful town where there's rich people and also poor people, but not really poor. People are really doing well in that environment.
Yeah.
Because he used to work for Transnet, so I was staying not far from the railway station. So I saw opportunity of selling because the people who usually on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, they used to travel to Joburg back. So there used to be a lot of people passing through using train back in the 2001. So I used to sell bananas, fruits, and sometimes I would sell in front of Spa. And I used to work at a farm. So when I'm working at the farm, sometimes I would be digging, sometimes I would be supplying to Spa. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm learning entrepreneurship. And I told myself I want to do proper business, like how these guys in the industry all are doing it. And that's why I started taking education serious. And I went to University of Pretoria. After that, when I got to corporate, I just felt like it's not for me. I was already growing very fast and I was already comfortable. I was already earning 700,000 per annum. I didn't have to quit. Yeah, I was not quitting because of that. It was quitting because of the passion. There was this thing that was not satisfying.
Yeah. So this is your purpose.
This is what I'm born to do, man. Like there's nothing else. And I've been top 10 in academics and I've been top 10 in many other things. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, I haven't been connected to those things compared to this. So that's why I'm so confident.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Mr. Banks. So I just wanted to find out why analytical advertising?
I'm from statistics. The thing is about me is that my journey is so crazy because it's like you grew up poor and you were doing this, but how did you graduate in numbers? So I was passionate. So I graduated in numbers, University of Pretoria. I always knew that I'm smart, even though we lacked English, so we couldn't present ourselves. And when I was in corporate, when I was in corporate, I could see some guys who are coming from Saint whatever school, talking nice, talking big, but when it comes to execution, I could see that when it comes to execution and thinking big, they think they know better because they can speak better. But when we're talking about implementing something from scratch, I could see myself doing that. 2014, 2015, outside corporate, I was working with Bo Moonchild and many other personal brands who are now successful. So I could see myself working and building outside in media. And the ambition was to connect analytics with the media part of it, which is advertising, like just connecting advertising and analytics. And also within corporate, I saw that numbers are the new drivers for marketing.
That's beautiful. So tell me a bit about your company.
Analytics advertising, we bring science into marketing. We are like the data scientists talking to creatives. So we understand internally what is working, what are the opportunities. Just to give you an example, if you walk into a Woolworths, they will ask you for a reward card. That reward card, they use it to understand customer behavior, how you buy. When you come in and buy milk and buy what, when we are looking at it as a data, we can see a trend, sort of a trend. When Seho comes, she buys milk, she buys eggs, she buys this. Somebody else of the same age, they do the same thing. So we can see a trend. Within that, you can see opportunity of, oh, maybe why not we sell them Jacobs, you know, because they're already buying this and that. Why don't we promote Jacobs, because this is what they buy. So when we promote, we promote it to a targeted market that already buys similar things, probably buying Recoffee, and now we want to sell them up. You know what I mean? We select from what already we are seeing. That's what we do. We do informative marketing.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love it like that. It's unique, you know, like it's so unique. Not everyone does that.
These
So
guys,
tell me
they create nice things, but they don't do what we do.
Yeah, true. So tell me, what kind of brands do you work with?
I've worked with a lot of brands in campaigning, especially we've worked with ProNutro, we've worked with Whitbix, we've worked with Nature Source, we've worked with Safari, we've worked on NLC, National Lottery, we've worked on so many brands. We've worked on DSTV, we've worked on, I'll need to go to my, but right now, the model has changed. We're no longer just running campaigns. You know what I mean? Now we're working with large corporations. So what we are doing now, we're bringing solution to their modern day problems. So we want to be an in-house consulting company in marketing. So now we work with the TransUnion, the Old Mutual, the Adapt IT, the PPC Cement, PPC across Africa, all these brands across Africa. And we're doing big things. There's so many, I don't want to go deep, but we're working with large corporations. One corporation, it's already making us a multi-millionaire company. One company.
Hi, Mr. Banks, you're doing big things. Yo.
No,
so tell me something.
Yeah.
If an upcoming artist was to work with you, what services would you provide and how will it benefit that person?
Allow me to say I'm no longer doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because we are working on a different pedestal. Imagine like if I'm working with this large corporation that is paying me 5 million to do this and that and that. That's one company. I can have 10 of them. You see the numbers. You had me now multiply 5 by 10 per month.
It's a lot.
You see what I mean? We're making that, and then I come back. I have to build this. I don't even have to. You can see I'm very unorganized. But what I used to do, which I think would work, is to find a good manager who's very smart. This person, their job is to drive the brand. So they need to communicate the brand to the targeted audience. So let's say you are a singer, you sing certain genre. You need somebody who understands the type of content, the type of creativity you are projecting out. They need to also understand the type of market who would understand your music or your artistic. And then their job is to advise you on how you project out that content and how you communicate that content. Maybe you don't have to use all the platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but which one works? Maybe let's say you are a corporate artist, you sing, but for corporate. So let's go on LinkedIn, let's go on Instagram, and now let's create content that those people on that level can understand. The aim is not to be the best. The aim is not to be the best, it's to be the first. It's to be the first.
You're so smart.
When we're talking about Seho, who else have done it? You carry the answers to what God knew will be a solution to this generation. You are not competing. When you sing,
exactly, you're not competing. Yes, I love that.
When you sing, what type of spirits are connecting with you? That's what you are called to do. Not those people are called for their own journey. When I'm coming out, I already know I'm number one in this thing. I'm from the bottom. I don't have to be here, but how come I'm here? And I'm still young, I'm still sharp, I'm still thinking. So let's think about 5 years from now. 5 years, I'm already able. All these guys are not in my level, I can tell you now, because I've been in the game since 2014. I was behind the scene. Look at the guys that I worked with. They are already international because I was behind them. When I come out 2017, I'm starting to build mine. I had to start from scratch. But I'm not building a personal brand. I was building a company. How is it that I'm able to build a company within 4 years? And now I'm going to be top 1 entrepreneur of the year that made so much in Africa. This is a company. Yes, we're not competing. They think we are competing, but we're not in the same category. I do data technology. So it's the same with music. You want to create something that is the modern day solution to people's ears. It's the modern day melody. And you can create the tune. It doesn't have to fall under R&B, under what. However you feel it's best for you to project it. Let's create it. It doesn't have to be.
I love that.
Yeah. The Beyonce is already there. The Beyonce is already there. The Jay-Z is already there. The AKA is already there. The game plan is to bring something that nobody has seen. It's not to be a copycat. It's to be a new. Let's look at a car, right? This is how an ecosystem works. Looking at a car, a battery is a leader. A spark plug is a leader. An engine is a leader. Whatever is a leader. But if a battery decides to be an engine, there's already an engine. So the battery won't be special. What I've noticed is so many artists, they try and do something that somebody's doing. And that's why they want to stand out.
Yeah.
You do your own tune. It doesn't matter how long it takes. When you come out, nobody can do it better.
Yo, I love that so much, Mr. Banks. It's like you're advising me and I'm taking it.
This is how I managed to build this brand. I had to categorize them and say, this is you, you're not competing, you're doing it your own way. So when we start creating content, it starts slow, but it's like you're in church, you're preaching to certain spirits and they keep adding up.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And then you build up, you're in. Look at a Makazi. Yeah.
So tell me something. Since your business revolves around the digital space, has the COVID-19 affected you?
It helped us. It was created for us to grow, COVID-19.
Oh my God.
It's like God knew there will be a problem in a certain time. He said, my son, quit this 700K job. It's not a problem. And I had to quit 4 years in. 2 years after that, I'm struggling. I'm back on the streets. I'm building. My petrol is finishing on the highway. I'm building, right? And right now, one client can make me 700,000 that I used to make per annum, can make me that per month by 5. One client. I can make 5 million with one client. One. I didn't say 10. And I've got more than 5.
So in your case, you were like Isaac.
I'm called for this. I'm like Joseph, however you call it. I'm like the guy who used to tell you this is going to come. This is what's coming. They didn't hear me. They look at me and say, what a stupid person. So I understand when you're coming from the bottom and nobody believes in you. The only thing you can do is to do what you think you are called to do, because over time, everyone will look at it and say that was genius.
You're Mr. Banks. I love that. You are so inspiring. So who do you look up to?
I look up to Jay-Z. I look up to, he's called, man. You see him, what he says. This guy is called, man. It's just, that's why, like, and the thing is about Black people, we are not taught to appreciate greatness. So we look at greatness and associate it with evil. So people wouldn't even say a Bill Gates or somebody else is evil, but they would say their own person is evil. This guy is a billionaire. How did he get there if he was stupid? And if he was focusing on evil, like making evil things to people? You don't become rich by focusing on people. You become rich by changing the mindset. So this guy became awakened and he became aware of himself. And The lyrics, they says it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took
Okay,
me
so
out of the
tell me
street.
something. Yeah. So I just want to say congratulations on making it to SA's top 10 entrepreneur. So how does it feel to be there? Like, how does it feel like?
I don't have to explain myself. So that's the good thing and the advantage of it. You know, when I quit corporate, I'm having people around me not believing in me. They are thinking I'm stupid. They're like, what happened to you? Because now I used to afford and I used to give people money and afford, but now I'm not able to. Now I'm back to become a person who's asking. And I'm not trying to ask because I know that you don't understand. So I'm pushing. So the top 10 means to me, I was never crazy. I was never mad. I was never stupid. You just never saw it. And this is the beginning because, this is I'm going to be top 5. I know this. I'm just waiting.
And you're going to end up on top 1.
There's no way.
That's where
The best person have to be very powerful because when I come out, I'm not in the same category. I'm an outlier in this game. Yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a Black child out there, you know, someone who wants to be where you are and is going through what you are going through?
I say, believe in yourself. Like this, it's so hard to believe in yourself when everyone around you don't even understand what you're talking about. People want you to follow a certain category, a certain job spec, a certain way, because that's what works. Everything that you have to do that relates, that somebody already knows where it's going, just know it's a wrong road. The true definition of life is undefined. We don't know what's coming tomorrow. Even opportunities is the same. You just have to be yourself and live throughout your gift. Live throughout your gift. As you're living throughout your gift, of the universe or the God or the opportunities will be created around you. And you will be part of that new creation.
Yeah.
The people who are successful are people who created the universe. The people who thought about it and said, this is what I want, and then it happened.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that. So tell me something, besides being nominated as SA's top entrepreneur, what are your other achievements?
My other achievements, to be honest, is I was able to live a life that I knew I was born to do. I was able to quit a 700,000 job. I'm coming from poverty. Do you understand how hard it is to just quit a job? 700,000, you're making more than 45K a month after tax. You are having dependent people around you. It takes so much guts. For me, that was greatness. And those are the moments I appreciate. I mean, I went through so much. I stopped on highways, my petrol went off. I never stopped. I appreciate this moment. Everything else, these are achievements for people to see, not for me. Me, I was already sure of who I am when I was going through these challenges. Now, when top 10 happens, it's not for me. I have always been top 10. I have, in my mind, I've always been great. That's why I quit a job to do this thing. The top 10 is for the unbelievers to believe. That's why I need the top 1 for the unbelievers to be converted, to know that we are not bad, we are not stupid, we are not crazy. You know, that's my achievement, to be able to live out my gift.
Wow. Yo, Mr. Banks, I'm inspired.
Yes, I'm glad you're connecting, and I know the moment you connect with me is because you are called for something. You have to be. People who are not called, like who haven't found themselves, they hear me and they say, this guy is stupid.
This guy, exactly. They don't even understand. Yeah. So tell me something, what can we expect from you moving forward?
Moving forward in the next 6 months, we are signing more large corporations. Some of them, we're expanding international with some of them that I've mentioned. As soon as I start talking about what I'm talking about, we're talking big numbers. We're talking about us expanding from where we are. We have a 240 square meter office that takes about 40 to 50 people. This office is small in the next 6 months. So we're looking at getting another space, including this one. We're looking at another space that will be for consultants, for data science, for development. And this might be for creatives.
Okay.
We're looking at expanding into Africa and international in the next 6 months. I don't want to go to 5 years because that would be like a dream to people. I don't want to. Me, I already know, but my problem is when I talk, it is like another dream. So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
So tell me something then. Have you started building, or because you like in the next 6 months, have you found a place or have you started building?
We are looking for 3 years game plan. We are looking at a plot that we might be purchasing. That's why we call ourselves the Africa Silicon Valley. We want to build like a campus of data science, a data technology company. You know, that's a 3 years goal. In the next 6 months, we're looking for a rental space, maybe in the top. I don't know if you've seen like some of these nice buildings in Waterfall, in glass building. We're just going to get something like that just to show that we are here. But in the next 3 years, we should have been done with our Silicon Valley, Africa Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So where can people follow you?
People can follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm only in these 2 platforms. Instagram for social, LinkedIn for business. But for business, our company is everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, analytics advertising. Mine is telephone banks. I am inspired and I am inspirational. I think people will be converted as I become top 5, top 1. I don't want to explain myself. That's why I want them. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yo, Mr. Thank you for having this interview with me. I'm so inspired. I grew and learned a lot just from this interview. Thank
transformation,
you so much.
Transformation. The real education should transform you, not keep you record information. So my job is to transform.
Exactly. So any words to close up?
I would say, guys, we're coming so far from the bottom and we shouldn't be content with less, you know, we shouldn't be comfortable with just doing normal. Let's go out there and be disruptive. We don't always have to start our own things, but we can collaborate and partner with those who are doing it. We can find a way to work together. Let's be disruptive. The modern day struggle is economical. We have to fight economically and have rents, have money. You can't save your family with just prayers. We need money, you know, and the best way we can do this is to apply faith in action. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can see, so God is king. I applied the whole through on faith. I don't want people to mistake this with anything else. This is God's engineering.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
I knew they would come and say, no, you can see him. Look at him. They will mistake me like, what is this? So you can see there's a problem. Nah, this is God engineering.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Banks. And to everyone who's watching, I hope that you grew and also enjoyed the interview. Thank you so much.
Proper.